Hey, check it out. I got an old Gibson Explorer amp a couple years ago, and it didn't work when it came in. It needed a lot of work. So I took to my amp guy. He got it working beautifully. He got it sounding nice, but the reverb couldn't be fixed and the tremolo couldn't be fixed. Those circuits are strange, is what he said. So now, I got an amp with a volume knob, a treble knob, and a bass knob. And then, I was more excited for something else, That's okay, right? Not a bad sounding little amp, but you see that reverb knob and you want it, right? So I said to myself, laying in bed, I know you can put a Holy Grail reverb in front of it, and I've said that to customers, and no one seems to be interested in buying it that way. So I said, well, can't I mount the reverb, that little pedal, inside the amp, right? I muck around in guitars, I muck around, I make these weird repair jobs at work, and I was like, but can I do it with an amp this time? And I probably shouldn't be inside amps. I'm really not an amp tech. I mean, I can fix amps here and there, but I don't know how to bias an amp. I don't know how to read it, schematic. But I think I can do this. I said to myself, well, I figured out how to do it. I put a reverb, I put the Holy Grail reverb pedal inside the reverb bag so you can't see it. Then I ran a wire from this jack over to a 500K. I ran it from this jack down to the reverb pedal, then back into the chassis to a 500K pot here, and then back to this jack. So it's in parallel, basically, with the circuit. So you can just blend in the reverb. Let's do it, right? Then you got reverb. There you go. You can't really control the amount of reverb. You get a little bit of control with the pot, but not much. So here's what happened. I put this pot, maybe I could use different pots, but the pot I use, when you go to 10, it just regenerates on itself because it's in parallel. It's running it back through the circuit. But I figured out that like if you stop at 5 or 6, it doesn't regenerate. So I took the pot apart and I soldered in a little stop at 6. But then I realized I couldn't shut it off all the way unless I went past 0. You can get it to stop if you go past 0. So I put in another stop to go past. I customized the inside of the pot to do that. It's really working as an off-on more than the amount of reverb, but it's reverb in an amp, right? Also, as strange as you have a power cord for the amp going to the outlet, but you also have a cord for the reverb pedal. But I'm thinking I could put it in like a dual receptacle and then run a wire out of that. And now I have one cord for the amp. But I did it. How cool is that, right? It also has depth and frequency for tremolo, so I'm thinking, hey, maybe a tremolo pedal next, but I think that's going to be harder. I don't know if I can do that in parallel. Then I might have to interrupt the circuit. But either way, it's pretty cool, right? I mean, reverb and an old amp, and they told me it couldn't be done, and I did it, right? This amp's got a lot of treble to it. Listen to this. It's very 60s sounding. Listen. So if you love that surfy 60s edge, this thing can do it. But I like to tone it down to about 3 and get a regular, Fender sound. So Gibson Explorer amp, cool little thing. It's like a 10-inch speaker, good size, and very 60s looking and 60s sounding. And with reverb now. Pretty cool, right? All right, so there you go. Gibson Explorer amp and the Pinto satellite in like a sonic blue or baby blue. This is $14.50. That guy there is $6.50. All right, there you go.